Aqua gang, what it do? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius soul family. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Gives exactly what we need to know. This is going to be for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, messages are general, guys, right? So it can be for every single Aquarius, but I do upload for you guys quite often. So go ahead and click that like button, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell, so you can be notified when I upload for us, okay? All right. Now, as I stated, Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs is general, may or may not resonate. Some parts may resonate, others may not. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Try to keep an open mind, okay? So, very, very prevalent energies in your pre-meditation, guys. Pre-shuffle as well. Not a large pre-shuffle. We only got 2 cards that popped out for us, which I'm totally fine with, okay? Because I feel like your people be trying to plead their cases before the reads even start, like when they don't even have a case, okay? So I'm not mad at that. Now, here's what we're dealing with, you guys. I feel like we're going into a time or a cycle where you are finally noticing what your purpose is, what trajectory you need to be on, what path you need to be on for success. Not that you chose the wrong path prior to now, but there may have been some cloudiness, some murkiness, some confusion, lots of gray areas that were produced by whoever this individual is showing up here, okay? Now, this is someone that you were in connection with either for quite some time or not quite enough time, okay? For a lot of you, this ended very quickly, but the emotions were just as strong as a connection that could have lasted a span of 10 years or so, right? For some of you, the connection did actually last that long. There's something about timing here where everything is really falling into place at this time, and you can feel it energetically and innately. So can this person. So we now have somebody who is finally trying to decide to do the work. Now they all of a sudden wanted to progress. They want to grow. They want to get a job. They want to grow up. You know, they want to, expand their horizons from a sippy cup to a cup with a straw. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to, elevate a little bit now, but they are trying to get this done quickly. This is work that this person should have done years ago, even before they met you, So we now have somebody scrambling, right? Scrambling to get it together, scrambling to get on the right track because, baby, where you're going, the path doesn't stop. I mean, it's straight to the top. You see what I'm saying? There's definitely a journey that has been placed before you, and you are now like cultivating your next steps, being very strategic. And a part of your strategy for most of you, if this is your person, has been to either cut this person off at their knees or to literally no longer engage with them, right? Just cut yourself out of the situation. Forget cutting them off. I'm going to cut myself out. How about that, right? This person may almost feel like it's a betrayal. I do believe that you gave this person not an ultimatum, but you definitely gave this person ample amount of time, you guys. Lots of time, okay? To elevate, to get on your level, to get their mindset and their focus where yours was, right? You always knew that you were progressing to the next level. You were going to progress beyond the point that they wanted to remain in this connection. They never could quite get it together, or for some of you, they blatantly chose not to. Okay. Could be arrogance, could be someone calling your bluff, could be someone just not being able to get up the strength or self-control to get it done. But now, with seeing how you're moving or where you've moved to, or if you've moved completely away, now all of a sudden to them, it's like crunch time. It's like, I got to get this shit done now and in a hurry. If you are not engaging with this person, they are definitely making changes, you guys, without a doubt. Now, I don't know if that means anything to you or not, but that's just the energies that are coming out at this time. They are trying to progress, but very quickly. They're trying to now work on things that they should have worked on years and years and years ago, with the hopes that you won't go beyond this portal without them, okay? So they're now scrambling to try and come up with enough just enough is what I heard. Okay, these changes are not massive. It's not rocket science. Okay, this is not groundbreaking, ground shaking changes. These are very bare minimum, small, minute, but noticeable changes that they feel you will at least yield a listening ear to or have a piqued interest in. Now, that might not be the case, but that is what I'm hearing, okay? So this is definitely someone scrambling, panicking, if you will, okay? I heard Panic at the Disco. What? Yeah, so this person is having a hard time staying focused, okay? They can't decide if they want to focus on these changes or if they want to party, if they want to, you know, fuck around, lay it low, spread it wide, be a whoremonger, you know, be community D, community poom poom, you know, which is fun, but they know that time is of the essence. Now, for some of them, time has run up, and they will definitely view that. For those of you who are in the group where you're like, time is up, I've already moved on, I already have my eyes set on someone else, I'm already looking towards newer energies, we will have a new love message in the extended. For those of you who are in that sector, this person will feel like that is the ultimate betrayal, because they will feel like that's too quick, too soon. Why would you say that? Why are you, what are you talking about, right? This is me asking this person and you asking this person. Well, their answer to that is they feel like when you love someone, okay, the way that you said you loved them, that is betrayal, because they're actively trying to work on their demons. They may call it that, right? Call it their demons, their habits, their traumas, you know, their ways, that they're actively trying to work on that for you to cut them at the knees or cut them off or decide that you're no longer going to stick around. That it's betrayal to this person. They feel like that love word should enable them, okay, should enable the fuckery, and it should enable them a lot more time than what you're allowing them, even though you gave them way more time than you should have, okay? Time is of the essence for sure. Now, let's go ahead and dig in a little bit here. Okay, I'm not starting with this deck, they said. We're going to start with the Modern Tarot. Have a bit of a different kind of read today. We're going to start out with the Modern Tarot. I will use clarifiers as well. And we will end with a few more oracles and then dip over to the extended, because I do have a lot to unpack over there, okay? So I'm not going to try to hold y'all too long. Get this shit out the way. I love the energy coming from your next cycle. I just have to say that. It feels extremely major, should I say? All right, so we have Page of Cups in the reverse. They told me not to say anything. I'm going to try to, ooh, okay, the world. Oh my God. Chariot. You're not playing fucking games with nobody, okay? Fuck your little baby ass offers. It's what the Page of Cups is. It's a baby offer. You changed what? Your shoes? I don't give a fuck like that. How about you change your soul, motherfucker? They're like, I don't have time for that though. You're leaving. You're like, oh, sorry for you. Thank you. Come again. Like, I can't help you there. Along with, okay, it's a double down. You standing 10 toes down on this shit. The World card, all right? It's the ending. It's the end. It's the end. The end. Curtain call. Last call for alcohol. And this person is definitely running around. They are scrambling. The energy feels scrambled as well. We also have the Chariot, which is ultimate movement, okay? We're not on just a regular old bike. We're not walking. We ain't on no horses, no shit like that. Motherfucker, we on a motorcycle. We going 1,000,000,000 miles per hour, okay? Hello? How does my ass look as I pump this Yamaha? Hello? Wow. They're struggling with that for sure. Page of Wands. So we have the Page of Wands, and then we also have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Like, you're not playing games. You are committed to going towards full speed ahead. Hello. What you know you deserve. You gave this person a lot of time. They were expecting a lot more time, like this whole lifetime, I'm just saying. And it's really gotten them shaking in their boots that you really hopped up on this DeLorean and you're out of space. Like, you out this bitch, okay? Off to the future you go. And without them, no less. So that could definitely be something that has their brain spinning. Just depending on how long this connection has gone on. We do have the Hierophant here. There was a commitment here of some sorts. It could have been a verbal commitment, an actual commitment, a contractual commitment, right? Like soulmate or actual wife and husband, right? The problem is there was no team partnership here, and that is what you would have required, okay? This connection is full of pages. How can we pull off the Hierophant with 2 pages? Just how can we do that, okay? We have the Page of Wands as well as the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is in the reverse. So while I always look at the Page of Cups upright as an empty offer off rip, like it's definitely going with the flow type energy, okay? There's fish. That's my favorite phrase. Who's going with the flow except dead fish? Like, not me. So in the reverse, this is like a billion times that energy. I mean, beyond toddler energy, beyond immaturity. It's just beside me and you and them that they would feel as though this is something that is sustainable, but they definitely did, you guys, okay? They had no direction. This person lacks direction, and they lack the ability to expand and grow. And this is what you were looking for, but the thing about it is you gave them a chance, okay? It's just that the time clock, this shit is running out. They're running out of time, or they have already run out of time. But this definitely is somebody who, like I said, feels as though if we're this, okay, and we're committed to this, you're supposed to be committed to the fuck shit because you love me, right? Wrong. You're the weakest link. Okay? You are out. Wow. If you do not know about these changes that this person is scrambling to make, they will make these changes known to you. They're going to try to make a big debacle about it, right? They're going to want a parade, cookies, you know, they're going to want, you know, a huge party, a fiesta, pat on their back, some decent food. They're going to want rewards beyond for these small, minute changes. They're going to want to make a big deal about it. To almost manipulate you to feel as though they're bigger than what they are. But what I'm telling you is that they're not. They're small. They're baby changes, okay? Very, very small changes. It could be that this person, I don't know, they are more consistent with communication, okay? That to me is a very small change in comparison to where you're trying to go. Hello. I mean, it's the world here. It's not something that has the ability to take on changes that may take a lifetime. This person has been putting off their healing, their work, their self-reflection, these changes that they supposedly have made, right? A long list of changes that they still have to go. They've been putting this on hold for maybe even lifetimes before this. So it's just like, it's almost sad to see them running, scrambling, trying their damnedest to get this done when you need way more time than what Aqua has to give you. They don't have any more time to give you, unfortunately. I mean, it's too late for some of you. Not for all of you. Some of you may still see it for this person. They are changing, right? So if you're in that group who still sees it for this person, right? I have to keep it fair. They are making changes, but the changes are small and minute, and they're moving extremely slow. Okay, these are not changes that are happening fast. So we have the Magician in the reverse. It's not a lie, right? So the Page of Cups, they want to come towards you with the Page of Cups and sort of manipulate you into thinking that it's the Ace of Cups, okay? The 10 of Cups. I'm your happy ending. We have love. This is where we're going, even though I've only made this small amount of changes and I've only changed this and only changed that. Can you give me credit just for that? Right? Like, nothing happens overnight. Nothing, you know, nobody changes overnight. These are things that I have dealt with and have been a part of me for all of these years. You can't expect that. So almost trying to play up on your intelligence, like a logical person wouldn't expect me to change this overnight or this soon. Why are you trying to move on so fast? I thought you loved me. But it's like, you had a couple lifetimes to change this, not overnight. It ain't just been the universe and the divine has been asking this person to make these changes for quite some time, but it's the manipulation of it all. Okay, guys. So we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. This is what this person truly feels about this connection. They can most certainly feel you, at the least, energetically holding back. Energetically, you no longer are attracted to them or see them in the same light. If you are no longer engaging with this person, then them coming back around is a drop in the bucket. You don't really care. Like, you have already moved on. Even if you've moved on with yourself, you're holding on to everything that you have. They feel like you're being stingy. You're being stingy with your energy now. You're being stingy with your loyalty, with your love, things that they were privy to without even asking. Prior to now, they can't even get a peek at it. You see what I'm saying? So very entitled energy. They are trying to turn that back around. They may even try to use that, right? Play up on your emotions a little bit there. Kind of bring up the past, bring up the history that the two of you have had together and how you used to treat them and how it is unfair, right? So that's the premise of this entire message. This person is going to try to play up the fact that it's unfair, that you're not being understanding. If you love them, then you would be understanding that this is trauma that takes time. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Most certainly twin flame for some of you, okay? That goes without saying. Four of Wands is the twin flame card or the 1111 card, but it's most certainly a card that is a signifier of somebody who wants stability, growth, a firm foundation, success, a plan. Okay, you were dealing with someone who lacked direction. They did not plan. They didn't even plan their day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? They were just lost in the sauce. And you may even feel as though before meeting this person, you had your shit tight. You had as an Aquarian, you had your shit wrapped tight. You had a plan. You definitely had everything set before you. You may have felt like this person knocked you off balance, like you lost focus, like you lost your way. You took a couple of wrong turns on this path that you had set forth, and you're possibly trying to get back on that path, and fast. You don't have any more time to waste in your mind. You may even feel like this person has neglected your desires and the things that you had set forth at the beginning of this connection by not coming to the table with anything, right? By consistently eating off of the table, even eating the fucking tableware, the legs, everything, and leaving the foundations extremely rocky and leaving you to clean up the mess, okay? That's definitely in reference to your goals as well. You may feel like this person has held you back from your goals. So for some of you, you may not see. Nothing sounds better than moving away from this that you feel has set you back a couple of steps, even though they have not, guys, okay? This is all happening in the right timing, all right? So the role that they feel you played in all of this is the Page of Wands. That definitely makes sense. Yeah. Clarified by the Hermit. It's so true. Most people get jealous about someone that they're still interested in or in a connection with or who have been committed to, right? In a relationship to. They felt like the two of you should have been committed to this journey, even if they weren't adding anything to it or even if they were holding you back, pulling you down. That you still should have been 10 toes down on this shit. You still should have been fully committed to this no matter where y'all were going. That's what they feel like loyalty and love is. That's their theory. So they feel like you're affecting that because you're looking beyond this. You're looking towards going towards newer pastures, an entirely newer cycle, a spark of a new change. All right. Definitely trying to learn new things about yourself and trying to get to know new people. That's in the position of this card. This person is viewing you as the page, even though they're the page, right? This is what they feel you have contributed to this. That an immature person is the one who is not here till death do us part, right? Through sickness and health. They view their lack of being able to show up in this relationship as a sickness. More than anything, right? They're viewing that as a part of the relationship that you're supposed to ride. You know what I'm saying? A valley of the connection, and they feel like you're dashing instead of working through it. So while most people would be jealous about a counterpart going towards someone else, I don't feel like for the vast majority of you that you're focused on another individual. You're definitely more focused on yourself. Lots of introspection, lots of self-reflection, lots of self-growth, okay? Self-love, self-awareness, extremely self-induced at this time, which is very telling to this progress and the direction and the travel that divine is trying to take you on. You're moving very, very quickly because of this. This energy is very, very high vibrational, and this person is jealous of that. Okay? Because I feel like they can most certainly feel you moving into another cycle, and just moving beyond who you were, like elevating, like growing, like expanding, rising above them, even though you were always above them, okay? They just didn't view it as such because they were still able to be a part of your life. So that is what's bothering them the most. They feel like that is what's hindering this connection. Your inability to come out of hermit mode, to be able to engage with them, someone who they feel like you should have been committed to, a connection that they feel like you should have been committed to, no matter how much it depleted your energy, no matter how much it depressed you, no matter how many times they betrayed you or lied to you or didn't listen to you or didn't change or didn't come to the table with anything or sucked you dry, right? No matter any of that, for the sake of love, you were supposed to be here, okay? Love should have brought you home last night. No, Tony Braxton. They mad as fuck about that. I'm just gonna say that. They're mad, okay? Mad, yes, but still actively trying to scramble to make these quote unquote changes, or at least enough change to get you to entertain this again, okay? All right, so let's go on over to the extended. We really do have a lot to unpack there, guys. I'm gonna really dig in, okay? I wanna see what what they feel their biggest mistake was in all of this. This is going to give us an idea in reference to how they plan to change. You'll be able to decide at that juncture if those changes are sustainable enough for you to stick around any longer, right? No judgment here, of course. We will then also look to see if they could express anything to you. What would that be? Okay, what would their expressions or their words to you be if they could say anything that they wanted, their deepest feelings? I also want to see what karma is currently approaching this person in the near future. Let's grab some popcorn for that and enjoy it, okay? I also want to see what they hope to become of this, okay? In reference to what they hope to become of it, we will also look at their next steps and their intentions for those steps so that you can prepare yourself. And then we will see what the potential outcome of this is moving forward. Whether you decide to deal with this again or not, I just want to see what that is looking like. And then we will dig right into the new love message, okay? I want to see what or whom is currently coming towards you. Only the newer energies. Now, in reference to the new love, even if you still wanted to re-engage with this older individual, you can at least compare the energies of the newer people coming in to see what's going to be best fitting for you. Okay, this is a time to think about you and not other people. Then we will also see if there are any warning signs looking that you need to look out for while vetting these newer connections. I also want to see what blockages need to be removed on your self-love journey in order for you to become and remain invisible to all negativity and toxicity. And then we will get Spirit's focus advice on how you can manifest the quality of life that you see for yourself, whatever that looks like. Everybody's recipe is different in the least amount of time, all right? Lastly, we will have a pendulum read. We will use this baby, okay? But I will have more instructions over in the extended, okay? So first click that like button though, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell, okay? And let's go and dig in. I definitely want to take a look at everything that we mentioned. As a matter of fact, let's do something a little bit different here, guys. Let's do a bit of a preview. I'm just gonna pull the card. I won't say any words, and then we'll hop on over there. Let's do a bit of a preview. All right, that didn't take any time now, did it? Period. All right, I'll dig into this more over in the extended. I'm gonna link it down below in the description box, and I'm gonna see you guys right over there. All right.